I really didn't think that things could get much worse after that Ranger game, but I forgot who we were actually dealing with here. This team is beyond unserious, honestly. Every single game this road trip, the Canucks have had the lead, and every single game, they've given it up. Today, they take it to another level. And I understand that this team plays like this now. They choke a lot of games, but I didn't think that it could get this bad. This was way worse than the Lakers and Bulls game last night, if anyone saw that. The Canucks in the first period go up to a 3-0 lead. They then proceed to give up that 3-0 lead inside the first 10 minutes of the second period, which is frustrating in itself. But then they work hard to give themselves another 2-goal lead, go up 5-3 with just over 10 minutes to go in the third period, and they lose that lead almost immediately. Keep in mind, they were given a lifeline, as the first time the Blue Jackets tied it up, the goal was waved off because of a clear goaltender interference. But then, the Canucks take a penalty, and the Blue Jackets score immediately. It's a 5-5 game. 20 seconds later, they go up, and it's a 6-5 lead for the Blue Jackets, their first lead of the game, just over 3 minutes to go in the hockey game, and I'm thinking it's completely done. But then, the Canucks somehow miraculously come back, and I don't know why they couldn't have just played like this when they had the lead, but of course that's how they're going to be, just to stress out the fans even more. The worst part about that though was even though the Canucks tie the game up with 2 minutes to go, they still managed to almost blow it in regulation, but they somehow escaped. Send it to overtime. They had like 10 chances, but they can't put it away, so we are in a shootout, and I knew we were going to lose in the shootout because our luck had to run out at some point. I think the Canucks have won like their last 3 or 4 shootouts, so I knew something bad was happening, and we get shushed by Elvis Merzlikins. Just a great way to go out. 1 point, a devastating point to lose as well, and holy fuck, man, talk about a roller coaster of a game. Every single one of these games has been a roller coaster on this road trip, so I'm used to it at this point. But this, man, it's just too much. Like, honestly, I say all the time, it's not worth getting that worked up over, but somehow this team just manages to make it such a painful experience to watch. Because you would seriously think that after going up 3-0 on a team that has only won 2 games in their last 10, that you have it in the bag. I didn't even watch the start of the second period. I was that relaxed, but then, of course, they dragged me back into it. I'm convinced that the team actively finds ways to just try and make its fans as stressed out as possible for the entire game. Because, man, even after they went up 5-3, I thought to myself, okay, you know what? They screwed up once. Surely they're not going to give up 2 multi-goal leads in the same game. Then, of course, they take a penalty just to raise the stakes even higher, and the penalty kill that has been rock solid for the entire 2025 year lets in a goal at the worst possible time. You just couldn't write it, honestly. I would be in tears laughing at any other team if this happened to them, because, seriously, it's a joke, it's a circus, and you just know that by this logic, the Canucks are going to pull off some masterclass somehow against the Jets, even though it doesn't even matter at this point. They've probably given up too many valuable points to even make the playoffs now. So even if they beat the Jets on Sunday, am I going to be that happy? Probably not, because I know that when it comes to the important games, the easy games that are up for grabs like this one, they're going to somehow blow it. So I don't know. Give me your thoughts in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. No post-game recap today. It was just more of like a rant. And I seriously could not be asked to give an analyzed breakdown of that game. Seriously, man. Just brutal, but we'll see what happens in the coming days. Peace out and take care.